Alright, welcome viewers. This is Gates again that we're searching for the One Piece. On this video, I will be talking about Bleach Chapter 516 review. Now, yes, I am playing this song, which is Pain's soundtrack, only because one, the Zero Squad has shown up. The Zero Squad has shown up. So now we get to the beginning of this chapter, where I believe it's the captain with the flower design on his cape. Because yes, they are coming and stuff. And then we go to where Ichigo is, with where his bankai, broken bankai is. And he's like, why can't you fix my bankai? And he's like, you fixed yours. And he's like, stupid. I didn't fix it, I remodeled it. To be able to fix someone's sword, you need it resents you in time to pour it in them. And Ichigo's like, so then, I should just go home myself to do it then. And he's like, no. That we're talking about if it was for Shikai. Now, if it was for Bankai, it's a different matter. Pointing cases, broken Bankai never goes back to how it was. As soon as I read this page right here, because I was laying down, I just got up and I was like, whoa, I gotta sit up for this. I gotta read this now and shit. So I was just like, wow. Next, we get to see, because everyone else had their bankais broken. There are a bunch of people that had their bankais broken, but yet they were able to fix it. But there's something wrong with that. The weird clown face guy. He says, of course there are exceptions. In the case of Ikaku, his bankai, it broke. He was well here. The owner and the Zanpacho have a strong bound. When the Bankai breaks, the owner also receives damage, and that's a weakness. But on the other side, if the owner is healed, the Zanpacho revives as well. So for research purposes, he knows the Bankai of every soldier. And so far, that's the only exception I know of. Ikaku, his broke during the Rankar season, he was saying. And even though he was able to put it back together, it's still not as powerful as it used to be, he said. So, as soon as a Bankai breaks, apparently, you're pretty much fucked. You can't become as strong as you used to. And so, and Ichigo was like, what about Renji's? And he was like, yeah, it's still the same. It was like during the fight with Byakuya. And he's like, it broke during the fight against Byakuya during the saving Rukia arc. He's like, have you ever counted the blades on Byakuya's Bankai? And the blades of Hiro Dabimaru, Renji's Bankai pretty much. That was destroyed by Byakuya. They are still broken since that time. This whole time Renji has been fighting with a broken Bankai. Yeah, I'm like, whoa, dude. He's like, how should I fix it? But that's the thing. You hear someone in the background, out of the way, out of the way. And guess who it is that we finally get to see after all of this time, since last time we saw him, since the beginning of the Adankar arc. Yes, it is Cone. We get to see Cone, and for some reason, his body is buffed up, except for his head. His head remains small, like Cone, but the rest of his body, he's got pecs, he's got abs, he's got biceps, and all of that. Cone! And he goes like, who are you? And he's like, who am I? No, can't you, isn't it obvious? Don't you recognize me? This cute face, this even cuter face, and this cute face. And the best part of all, if anyone watched that little special, I saw it on when I had my box set for the third season when Ichigo got his Bankai. There's this little extra where a guy dressed as Cone went walking through New York City and all that, and went to all the movies and stuff like that. And it's like he's like, and this was my favorite one. Someone said, "I'm the king of New York." In other words, in other words, because in that special, he pretty much became the king of New York apparently, or something like that. So I was like, yes, Cone, Chapter. And Ichigo's just surprised. He's like, you have grown quite a lot. But then apparently it's like a bubble, or it's like a balloon or something, because he deflated back to normal. And then the clown dude gets a call, so he's like hearing him. He's like, okay. He's like, Ichigo, come with me. You should meet them, though I'm definitely not happy to. The Zero Division is here. This was my favorite part in this chapter right here, when they went to see the Zero Squad. They go outside of the Serite to where the wall is, from when we saw Ichigo come to Soul Society for the first time. And he was running to the Soul Society, but then the wall came down. Yeah, they went outside there to those walls. And Ichigo's like, they're like, where they reside, the Zero Squad. And he's like, the Palace of the King of Souls. Isn't it inside Serite? The very first time you came here, do you remember that the wall of Serite fell down? He's talking to the guy with the flower pattern design on his cape. And he's like, since lately there has been a lot of trouble. The wall is surrounding Serite the whole time. But originally, it was only meant to come down during emergency situations. So, this is my favorite part. If that wall only protects Serite during emergency, what is it usually protecting? And I was like, the sky. It came from the sky. And they're like, look, they're coming. And I was like, oh, so it's in the sky pretty much. So where the palace resides is up in the sky. High up in the sky, I bet too. And then there's this giant pillar thing that comes down right in front of them. And Ichigo's just like, the whole Zero Division squad's in there. And he's like, how can they finish such a small place? And he's like, the Zero Division has no soldiers. All 5 members are captains. So there's only 5 captains in the Zero Division squad. He says, and all of them, their total power surpasses the power of all the 13 divisions together. And I was like, oh shit. And it's funny because we got, I don't like it, but I mean, I'm alright with it. One of them is one of those types, the one, it might be a girl, but it's possible they might just have him be a guy that's wearing way too much lipstick, and he has like a little paint job right here going in like a Naruto like a Naruto circle-ish thing going like that. And then we have Kuwabara here, a guy who looks like Kuwabara. I like using that reference because he has his hair goes like this. So we got a Kuwabara looking guy here. And then we have a bald dude with huge eyebrows and a giant ass beard. Then we have the chick in here, who's obviously a chick, unlike the other guy that I can't tell if he's a chick or a girl or a boy. But this one's obviously a girl. And then we have a guy who has a huge ass smile, really big smile. It's like huge. And then he's wearing sunglasses too. And that is the end. Yep. And that is the end of this Bleach chapter. Bleach chapter 516. Oh, it was a good chapter. I liked it. I'd say it's good. So go read it if you haven't. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna to give another shout out to my friend McWhirlpool Inc. So McWhirlpoolInc. I'll leave an annotation somewhere on here. Also, the song that's Hang's soundtrack, I will also leave an annotation to up here somewhere, and I'll also leave a third annotation for the Bleach chapter if you want to go check that out. Go be on my day. Um, yeah. So for my viewers, please like, comment down below. If you like my videos, please subscribe. You can help me out a great deal. Um, so I'm here to Gendo, Central to the One Piece, and I'll see you on my next video.